And what do you guys think of his message to Lawrence regarding why his administration didn't get as much credit?
Yeah, I mean, so I've got a couple thoughts on that interview. I mean, I actually thought it was kind of like the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it laid bare all the frustrations of his presidency. I actually thought the good, at times he like thematically tied together why he did what he did on infrastructure, the CHIPS Act, how it relates to foreign policy, how we can be more competitive, that I thought belonged in his farewell address. Like that was the kind of like, here's why I did stuff. And even the message of too much time on policy versus politics. We can argue about it and say how kind of ridiculous that whole thing, but it's a statement of like, I got some stuff wrong. I didn't necessarily focus on some things I probably should have, right? I'm a one-term president after all. So I thought that was good. And I wish they had frankly done the thematic stuff 18 months ago when he was getting ready to run for re-election, to be like, here's why I made the choices that I did, and here's how you will benefit from it, even though it may not feel like it today. Give me some more time because there's real opportunity here. The bad, when he talked about in the beginning the concerns of his farewell address, they were nonsensical. I mean, he hopped all over the place and couldn't finish thoughts. It showed he still can't talk about inflation. The Larry Summers back and forth was cringe-inducing. Although I will say, at least he had an argument. It was either a recession or inflation, and God damn it, I wasn't going to allow a recession, which, I don't think it's a great answer, but it is a answer. And then lastly, just the ugly. The beginning of that interview, like the one debate he did, really showed an old person who couldn't put thoughts together. I thought where he knew the stuff like foreign policy, it came to him. He could put whole thoughts and sentences together and kind of move along in what he wanted to say. In the beginning of that interview, it was hard to watch. And I thought, oh my God, if this is 48 minutes of this is really embarrassing and sad. It got better like that debate did, but I don't know how many people got past that opening part or even watched.
This goes back to this theme, right? We've talked about this over and over again. The video, the speech, the pardons. I mean, he talks like literally what he said to Lawrence last night, and I didn't sell this well. And then we wake up this morning, 2,500 people pardoned. What you didn't tell anyone, you still like, there's no follow-up with like, hey, here's what we're doing today. Corinne not coordinating the message with her. I mean, this is an absolute disaster at the end. And I actually truly, as a human being, feel bad that this is how he's going out, because I like I said, I may not like his policies, but I don't, it's after 52 years, this is it. I'm just going to keep chucking stuff out the window going, oh, got a little of that. Let's do a video. Let's do a speech. Let's do an interview. Let's pardon people. It is really, really pathetic how this is happening.
Yeah,
and
I'm just amazed the staff is letting him do it.
Well, but that's the point, Mark, is that there's an element. The one thing that you can say, we talked about this before, the staff knows his red lines, what he can and cannot do. But they also can coordinate this. This is what you do as the comms director, as the chief of staff. You say to your comms director, do we have a plan? Here's all the crap that he wants to get done. Let's sequence it.
There's something going on. It's so messed up. I don't know if Hunter's doing it or Joe. I'm just speculating here. There's something going on that's keeping the very professional, talented people who are still working the White House from doing sensible things. Well, someday maybe we'll know what it is.
Well, and by the way, Sean, too, just it traditionally, all the things that you just said, you'd coordinate outside interest groups, Capitol Hill, like nobody is behind him and part of this.